famous Bishop Cistone.
Thank you, Bridget. And thanks to the Catholic Community Foundation for managing the big raffle, to the co-chair Kathleen McGraw, and to the entire committee for your generous work. Many good parish and school programs are supported by this raffle proceeds. My first thoughts this evening are those of gratitude to so many who have played a role in this year's ball. To all of the sponsors who generously provided resources toward this evening's event, as well as our parish volunteers who served on various committees and gave so generously of their time and creativity. Let me say thanks to you, Marilyn Zank, the 2015 Bishop's Ball Chair and our MC for this evening, and to you, Lucy Horak, her co-chair. You and your committee have taken extremely good care of us tonight. I also appreciate the leadership of our schools, parishes, community organizations, as well as our event volunteers who contributed to the many aspects of the silent auction. Thank you to Anne Marie Graham and Kathy Russell for your coordination of this very big undertaking. Thanks to Father Pete Gaspeny for leading us in prayer, and Terry Grierson for her leadership and support of the Bishop Murphy Award Committee. I wish to express appreciation to our many friends who allowed us to feature them as our Catholic cornerstones. We're blessed by all they do to help us continue the work of Jesus Christ. May I ask that you please stand as I acknowledge your organization if you're present here. Abortion Alternatives Information, Ave Maria Radio, Catholic Cemeteries, Catholic Community Foundation of Mid-Michigan, Catholic Family Service, Catholic Federal Credit Union, Catholic Men's Fellowship, Catholic Schools. Nobody's standing? Are you standing? I can't see. Okay, good. Knights of Columbus, Little Books, Michigan Catholic Conference's Catholic Advocacy Network. Religious communities are present here. The Serra Group, St. Francis Home, and St. Mary's of Michigan. Let's show our appreciation. A special word of gratitude to our diocesan staff who are keeping things running smoothly tonight. You do exceptional work and never say no when called upon to volunteer. I want to acknowledge the great work that is being done by students from All Saints and Nouvelle Catholic High Schools and Saginaw Valley State University who are helping us with our auction. They're doing a great job. Thank you. And in a special way, I want to thank Roberta and the members of St. John Vianney's Parish's Praise and Worship Band and the students of Nouvelle Catholic Central Elementary School who were brave enough to sing with me this evening. I think we all had a lot of fun with that. Last fall, I began making formal visits to parishes throughout the diocese, spending a full day meeting with the parish staff, pastoral and finance councils, touring the various church sites, and meeting with parishioners for an open question and answer session. And then I return on the following Sunday to celebrate the Masses with parishioners. My 7th such parish visit is scheduled for June. During these visits, my main message to staff and parishioners is simple. We must become an evangelizing church. We spend a great deal of energy and resources developing parish communities. In fact, for the average Catholic, their understanding of church is restricted to their parish. But maintaining parishes and building parish communities is not an end in itself. Our essential call is to evangelize, to bring the good news of Jesus Christ to as many people as possible, beginning with our own Catholic brothers and sisters who have, for various reasons, strayed from the faith. Jesus' last words before ascending into heaven were not, "Go and create parishes," but rather, "Go therefore and make disciples of all nations." Pope Paul VI told us that the church exists in order to evangelize. So if we're not evangelizing, we have no reason to exist. St. John Paul II said that the missionary activity of the new evangelization must be the task of all Christians, for all dioceses and parishes, church institutions, and associations. Pope Francis, speaking of the parish, has a great deal to say in his encyclical, The Joy of the Gospel. He says that the parish must be in contact with the homes and the lives of its people and not become a useless structure out of touch with people or a self-absorbed cluster made up of a chosen few. All our efforts, the Holy Father said, must be suitably channeled for the evangelization of today's world rather than for her self-preservation. We must abandon the complacent attitude, he says, that says we have always done it this way. The Pope invites everyone to be bold and creative in rethinking the goals, structures, style, and methods of evangelization in one's respective community. In all its activities, the parish must encourage and train its members to be evangelizers. According to Pope Francis, we must become missionary disciples. And in order to make a point with a bit of humor, our Holy Father says that an evangelizer must never look like someone who just came back from a funeral. Tonight, we celebrate the many wonderful initiatives and activities our local church, parishes, and schools do to bring the light of Christ to others. But the condition of our world today calls for much more and new ways of reaching out to others. I invite all of you and all the faithful of our beloved Diocese of Saginaw to become missionary disciples, joyful bearers of the good news. The hope of our future is dependent upon our resolve to become missionary disciples, new evangelizers in the present. And this evening we celebrate all that we do